Hello, today we are going to be talking about the Sulwhasoo Perfecting Cushion Intense. I also have the Perfecting Cushion that came before it, so we talk a little bit about that. And I will go ahead and be doing an application of this and talking about how it works for my 52-year-old dry skin. I'm Nicole Sanchez. If you are new to my channel, welcome. So glad you're here. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell if you've been enjoying my content. And do give this video a thumbs up. It really does help me out if you do that. I have never been a cushion fan. You know, I just felt like using a pump foundation, a liquid foundation, was really just the way to go. It worked for me super, super well. I had tried a couple cushions. You know, one I liked pretty well, but I still was reaching for my normal foundations all the time. And again, I'm not a stick foundation gal either. I am just seriously a liquid foundation person kind of my whole life. And then I tried this one. And the reason the other ones didn't work for me, I either didn't like how they looked, I didn't like how they wore. It seemed like even if they did go on pretty well, after 4 hours, there was nothing left on my face. And I like to be pretty one and done and have my makeup on and not have to touch it up again all day long. That was an issue for me. Now, what I did like about cushions, the idea of it, you know, that you could bring it along for touch-up was great if they had enough coverage. That was another thing. I didn't always get enough coverage in them. And then also I liked that they had the SPF built in. I still do always put SPF underneath. You always should, even if like these, you know, they say they have SPF 50, you still should put a different sunscreen underneath because you probably aren't applying enough to really get to 50. So we want to keep our skin looking as young as we can. I'm all about doing whatever we can to anti-age. I've got a lot of other videos about that, you know, about using retinol, using silk pillowcases and things like that to keep our skin in the best shape possible so when our makeup goes on, it looks as good as it possibly can. Okay, but back to the cushions. So that's what I wasn't liking about cushion foundations. And then this one was sent to me, actually both of these were sent to me. Thank you so much, Sulwhasoo, for sending these to me. And I was really interested because I'd heard people were just saying that these were awesome. When this one came, the color was a little too light for me, so I won't be demoing this because I kind of look really, really crazy pale. I think in my lightest part of winter, this will work for me, but right now it's not working for me yet. But this one, this color, just so you know, this is the 33 Dark Beige. This is probably going to be too dark for me in a few more weeks because we're now getting, you know, more into the deep fall. And I think this one will be great for me. And this one, the Perfecting, is the 23 Medium Beige. What I'm finding the difference between the two when I'm trying not to look at the color, but just look at the application, there's just something about the finish of this one. Oh, let me show you the packaging of them both too. It's really pretty, but they're totally different compacts. You know, this one is kind of curved outward. This one is more flat, but they're both beautiful. The packaging is just lovely. Both of these puppies do come with a refill, so in the box, don't miss this. I mean, you'll probably feel the weight of it, but there is a little extra package here and it's sealed. You would open that up and then swap it out in your little compact. Here's the Perfecting Cushion one. Both of them have a little sponge. I do like the sponge for touching up when I'm on the go. You know, I can just, you know, flip this open, boop, 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 and touch up. But for my general applications, I prefer a brush, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Now, when I used this one, again, even though it was too light, I thought the finish was really pretty, and it wore nicely. So I was like, this is actually very good. I like this. And it stayed on for more than the usually 4 hours that a lot of the other ones did. So I thought this one stayed on really well for at least 6 hours. This one for me, I think the finish is even more beautiful and it lasts for over 8 hours. And honestly, when I do my setting powder, my setting spray, my full deal, when I really, you know, layer it on, I had it last for 10. I mean, to the point where when I, you know, actually washed off, I had makeup coming off. You know, sometimes at the end of the night, you're washing your face and yeah, you might have a lot of eye makeup coming off, but there's like nothing left on your face. So I love the lasting power. So I love the lasting power and the beautiful finish that I get. Now, what Sulwhasoo says about this on their website is that it creates flawless looking skin with a healthy radiating glow, that the cushion includes a moisturizing blend of apricot seed and Korean herbs and creates a flawless radiant glow. It covers spots and signs of wrinkles using a special watercolor method which dispenses color into water instead of oil. And the film fixing polymer forms a perfectly seamless layer for beautiful makeup that lasts up to 12 hours. I think on this one, to me, it's more really for a good 6-7 hours tops. Now what Sulwhasoo says about the Intense is that it's an anti-aging cushion that helps your skin feel firmer and younger with a healthy glow. They use a precious red pine extract in Sulwhasoo's Time Treasure line to help bring out a youthful glow for firmer looking skin. Hey, maybe that's why I like this so much. Firmer. That's good. The antioxidizing properties of plum blossom extract helps your skin look rejuvenated, and it's created with unique technology, the Radiance Pearl Powder Complex, to give your skin a bright and translucent glow. Now one thing, you know what I just thought about? I have not really noticed any sort of a scent to this, so let me smell it for you real quick. Okay, it just smells like makeup. I don't know how to explain it. Let me see about this one. Maybe a little herbally. That's what it smells like, slightly herbally. Yeah, and this one too. This one is a little bit more sweet herbally, and this one is just a little less sweet herbally, but when I put it on my face, I didn't notice anything. That's why I suddenly thought I should probably just give it this little sniff. It's just kind of a natural sort of a smell. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looked like to put it onto my bare face. No primer, I had just moisturized about a half hour before, so here we go. I prefer to apply the cushion foundation with a brush because the little sponge inside for me is a little bit, I mean, it's nice and soft, but it kind of has a hard edge, and I try to get it in my eye. I don't know, I just don't love it. I find it great for touch-up. In a pinch I'll use it, but I prefer a brush. My brush of choice is actually this one by It Cosmetics. This is, what do you call it? The CC Plus Skin Perfecting number 702. But I mean, I'm sure you could just figure out what brush works best for you. But let me show you how I do it. Now, I just go ahead and I open the little lid, and then I just tap into it a few times, and then I'll go ahead and kind of start to swirl it onto my skin. You can build this up more too. When I was in New York, I did do a couple coats of it because I really wanted full coverage, and I was trying to, you know, really make sure I had that because I was taking a lot of pictures, and I thought it would be, you know, better to have a fuller coverage look. I'm gonna kind of bring this down my neck because you probably can't tell because I'm wearing long sleeves, so it's kind of cold right now. But I've got a bit more tan on my body, and so I just kind of want to blend into that. Now let's go ahead and put some powder on top. Generally, I like to set my foundation. So this is the Koh Gen Do Natural Lighting Powder, and then this is the new Koh Gen Do Sheer Moist Powder. And then you can kind of see what this one looks like because I've kind of been talking about it mainly more on Instagram, but then you can kind of see what the difference is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of the natural lighting powder. And I'm using a more fluffy Esom brush. What are you? You are the G53. I like this one because I feel like I get some powder, you know, onto the brush, but it's not going to be, you know, too heavy. I feel like, you know, it gives me enough to where it still looks like skin. And, well, not that the natural lighting powder ever looks cakey or anything, but I just want just a little bit. So you can see very similar look, just a little tiny bit more matte than this side. Now into the Sheer Moist. With the Sheer Moist, a little truly goes a long way. All the Koh Gen Do powders are like that, but this one I find I have to use the very least of any of them. There you have it. So here's the Koh Gen Do Natural Lighting Powder and the Koh Gen Do Sheer Moist that's brand new. They say this is limited edition, so if you like it, I'd get it now. The difference for me on the two powders is I feel like the Sheer Moist just makes my pores disappear. I mean, I don't have large pores, but I can certainly see them here, and I see them a heck of a lot less on this side. So, I mean, if that's something you're concerned with, I think it works really, really well for that. I love them both though, and use them both. You know, I reach for both all the time. I have not been getting the most sleep, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of concealer here. This is the Koh Gen Do Moisture Fit Concealer. I usually do put my concealer on before the powder, but I've been traveling a lot and I'm tired and I forgot. But actually, look, this is a great demonstration to show you that it plays well with the powders. I'm gonna put on some blush and contour and lipstick, and I'll be right back. Of these two, I really prefer the look of this one. It's not that this one's bad, but it doesn't last as long, and somehow the finish just is not as special as this one. I definitely intend to purchase a shade lighter because I really want to keep wearing this in winter as I fade out and am less tan and stop using self-tanner or the body makeup because I'm wearing short sleeves to look you know, kind of more firm and toned because I'm not in the best shape right now. Oh, I have a bunch of, actually not a bunch, I have 2 videos about how to look tan without using self-tanner because we don't always have time to plan for that. So there's some body makeup that will give you a really nice tanned look, plus some other ideas of ways you can do that. So make sure to check out those videos if you're still interested, or heck, it's handy too in the middle of winter if you suddenly go on vacation or have to wear a dress and suddenly your legs are really white, or like me, you have little veins on them that you want to hide because hides them too. So anyway, that is a total tangent. Let me know what you think. Have you tried cushion foundations? Do you have favorites? Have you tried this one? Have you tried this one? I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching, and it's not goodbye, it's so long till next time.